Latest news, stories, and advice. Here are your hosts, Paul Long and Tanya Mazurek.
Coming to you live from the SBA Today studios, this is SBA Today, sponsored by SBA Collective for the week of July 28th. I am Paul Long.
And I am Tanya Mazurek. And Paul, I don't know. You said you were going to do something crazy, but you also said something about no shirt and all that. Guys, if you're not watching and you're listening, he actually has his shirt on. But he was considering. Madison, the producer, and I, we were like, Paul.
Hey,
no, don't do
this is what we do for ratings, right? This is like Love Island, okay?
I had my dollar bills on the side.
That's right. Make it rain.
Oh, goodness. All right, Paul, it's been a second.
It has. Yeah, we've been on vacation. You've had life.
Yes.
Anything?
Okay, so yes, and I want to know something new is coming down the line for Tanya on Friday. Actually, I moved to St. Pete, so I'm in St. Pete, and something new on the business side is coming down the line on Friday. So you got to keep an eye on my LinkedIn, and I'll let you know what that is. Not telling you in advance.
Awesome.
But yeah, thanks, Paul, for. Yeah.
You betcha. Well, again, it's awesome to see you kind of move around and live life and all these changes. And it's like you push the nuclear button and it's like, boop, everything's changed.
That happens sometimes, y'all.
It does, 100%.
That you just don't know what's coming down the line, and sometimes the don't know what's coming down the line creates an all new forward momentum, future, you name it. So yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see you back in that SBA seat, and you always had your smile the entire time, but there was just a little cloud over your head for a while, and I look forward to seeing that cloud go away.
That cloud was over my head in that first week or two after, excuse my language, the
thing
that came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, hey, on the news front, so SBA Administrator Kelly Loeffler spent 90 minutes in front of the House Appropriations last Tuesday. And if you're a 7A lender, this is always one of the most consequential hearings that you'll hear. It's always interesting to hear her talk because it's always interesting to see what they have on the horizon. Of course, they talked about raising the limits, which, again, wasn't really a change in rules. It was just a change in understanding, clarity.
Absolutely true. Mm-hmm.
But you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. It was a great thing to clarify. It's always been gray in my entire SBA career. So I'm glad we did that. I think it's great for the business owner. I think it's great for lenders. Anything that can bring clarity into things has my vote. So yay for that.
100%.
And then on the flip side, well, defaults have quadrupled, but I digress. Default ratios in SBA's smallest loan program, hint, hint, have risen to 5.11. Okay, for those who it's like golf, right? We want the lowest number possible. Negative would be really nice. I don't think it's ever happened in SBA, but man, that would be nice. It means more payments than charge-offs. I see your brain.
I don't think it can go. Can it go negative?
Technically, well, think about it. Of course it can. If you have more people paying off their SBA bad debt with the SBA and there's no charge-offs, it has to go negative. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Right, I'm
taking your math level to
the dude.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a lender. I don't have to do math.
You've been out of the math thing for a couple months, so
I've still been in it.
I know you are. I'm just giving you crap. So that 5.11 is up from 1.32. 1.32, good number. 2, okay.
Ooh.
3, you start to get some heart complications. 5,
Yeah.
we need the paddles. Leffler blames the prior administration do what you do underwriting for the framework. They said that nearly 500 lenders walked away from SBA programs because they lost confidence in the guardrails.
Yeah.
Problem with that. I'm a facts person. Did 500 lenders go away from the program? I believe that.
Wow.
There's consolidation that plays a part into that, right?
Yeah.
Banks and credit unions are merging and all that happens. Is it because of the guardrails, or is it because the losses, which again go hand in hand? Like
I was going to say, the losses go hand in hand with the guardrails. Absolutely.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I do think if you always just go by the SBA rules and you do all the underwriting, and I've said this before on shows, and some people agree with me, some people don't, but welcome to a podcast where I can say whatever I want. And that is, I believe if you truly follow the SOP guidelines as themselves with no other guidance, you're going to be one of those 500 lenders because you're not going to be around. And I think
all the time, or just whenever they loosen them so crazy like they did.
I don't know.
I mean,
interesting thought process though. It'd be nice to dissect more of that 500 on why. But again, there's a lot of lenders that are pulling back because they see losses when you have an economy that's kind of, it's not dipping. It's just no one knows where we're really at. I think that's probably a safer assumption. But that's my 2 cents on that. What do you think, Tanya?
So I was trying to pay attention to it, right? And what caught my attention wasn't exactly specifically the defaults themselves. It was the conversation around confidence, right? Because confidence, we're lenders, right? Everything in lending has to do with confidence, whether it's the borrower's confidence in us, our confidence in the program, the taxpayers' confidence, I guess, in IRS and how that works. It's confidence across the board. And this kind of speaks to that, right? Don't you think a little bit?
I would agree.
It was, I guess when the confidence goes away, I think that's when you run into some of these problems, and we need it instilled. And so that's why some of those 500 went away. They didn't have confidence anymore, or they, like you said, they kind of went to the dark side because they were allowed to, and found it wasn't really a side they wanted to be on. Maybe.
I would also, did they actually give up their SBA 750? Did they say, delete me? Or did they just not produce that year and they just had a goose egg? Right? Think about that. Like where, again, I'm all about facts and I love diving down little rabbit holes like this. But again, I think the overall message is somewhat correct when it comes to that lenders are losing some confidence in SBA because they're seeing higher losses.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, but I think part of that could be their losses, but they have to look at themselves.
I completely agree with that.
I mean, there's some personal responsibility that goes along with this crap. And I mean, that's what frustrates me sometimes that I see. I mean, across the board, personal, not. But if you have losses, is it SBA's fault or problem? They put the guardrails, but man, you're the one that's either keeping those guardrails up, you're jumping them, you're crossing under them, you're saying, hey, can I weave around?
You can put your authority over. Correct. So, 1,000.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you, Tanya. Nope, you won. That was your mic drop moment for today. I know. Another thing that she talked about, which we have talked about this, but I loved a little bit more info on this one. That's a lender portal is coming. Can anyone say SBA 111? Fortune 500 chief technology officer is rebuilding SBA systems. And fraud detection is moving to the front end before the money goes out the door, not after. Expect changes in your approval and disbursement workflow.
Nice.
Yeah. I think we're all interested in seeing that.
I think I might make a pot of coffee or 12 to
right.
how that works.
Yay, a new system. Woo!
Wait, I just sit here and be like, what's going on?
Yeah, and I will say this, SBA administration has done a really great job of just, let's just relook at everything and really bringing it to the next level, where I believe some other administrations were just very status quo, keep it going, we'll make a little bit of tweaks. This one's more nuclear. And I kind of like that because sometimes we do need an uproar in certain things. Is this going to be this new technology or the new SOP that's coming out? Is it going to be perfect? God, no.
Right.
But is it going to be better? I hope so.
Well, and that's the thing. No technology is perfect. It's no different than no job is perfect. No partner is perfect. No day is
Mine
perfect.
Is perfect.
Oh yeah, you got to say that. Are you watching?
Hello, my boss.
Okay. So no, I mean, seriously, nothing is perfect. I mean, I've had conversations and or sit questions and whatnot too, like Thomas Kinsey or Bill Briggs. They all are on board, right? Of trying to make the program better. And that's one thing I'm really loving about the administration. Agreed. I don't care what anybody says, where you sit politically. It's not, it doesn't matter. Out there, right? But they're looking to try to make the program better so that we have a program tomorrow.
100%.
Anyway,
thank you.
Okay.
Last but not least, just because we like to beat that drum really hard, and that's talked about PPP collections are out there, which I think is appropriate in certain cases, right? $22 billion covering 562,000 borrowers have gone to Treasury for collections and the DOJ, Department of Justice, for prosecution. By the way, when I first read that, I'm like, Bob Coleman has the next Fraud Fridays for the rest of his life.
You think?
There's going to be so many on here. So, your borrowers may be calling you with things, and there's probably not much you can say. Well, hopefully they're not your borrowers.
Well,
sorry.
You might be one of the next 500 banks that's invited to speak.
Peace out. I'm like Tanya, moving to Florida.
Exactly. Falls. Okay. Anyway, all right. Yes. I'm not even going to keep going there, but anyway, all right. Another story I've been watching, Paul, is the borrower eligibility, right? Members of Congress have introduced a Congressional Review Act resolution that overturned the SBA's recent citizenship eligibility, affecting some lawful permanent residents. Now, did you pick up on the word some?
I didn't, but as soon as you said that, I was like,
some?
Please define some and how?
I didn't early on, right? And I just was reading and all this, and then I was like, wait a minute. That's not saying the whole program. So I'm going to be interested to see what the heck some stands for, right? Supporters believe the current policy limits access to capital for immigrant-owned businesses that have historically qualified for SBA finances. That's for the supporters. Others believe SBA lending should have a tighter eligibility standards and view the current policy as protecting program integrity. Right now, this is simply a proposed resolution. Nothing has changed for lenders today. But it's definitely something worth keeping an eye on, because if Congress advances it, borrower eligibility requirements could change again. And this is one of those areas, Paul, where reasonable people can disagree on the policy itself, and they will disagree on the policy itself because they're here and here, right?
Yes, and again, it is not we don't like to play in the politics side at all, but our job is to understand the rules that exist today, how we work with those, and pay attention to how rules change in the future.
Absolutely, and I think
that's it.
We forget. that every
Correcto.
eligibility rule eventually lands on somebody's desk. It's not just a headline. It's someone sitting across from you trying to get a loan, guys. It's our borrowers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's their first business. Maybe it's an expansion. Maybe it's hiring a few more employees. Maybe it's chasing a dream that they've had forever and a day. Anyway, whatever. It's the point being, with whichever side that you are on, it's the people that this is affecting. That's who it's affecting, right?
Yep. And that, of course, impacts lenders, right? So the eligibility is a big thing, and we all need to have our ear to that wall, understanding what's going on with that.
To the ground?
To the ground, the wall, I don't know. There was SBA Connect call that was last week or the week before, sorry. They made it very, and I mean very clear, that there's a new SOP 5010 8.1 coming, and they are calling it the next generation SOP. So, you know what I wonder? I wonder if they put this into like an AI chat or something. This is just Paul talking off, you know what? But
we're going to know if it has some of those AI, stances. I think they need to put the AI dashes in.
They should. I think that would be great. But they did make that very clear, and they did say there's a lot of changes coming. So I'm interested to see what it looks like. I'm not going to say I'm excited.
I don't want to see what the SOP looks like.
I'm not sure if I can use that word. The what?
Do you remember when we used to print the SOPs out, Paul? Right? And
I still do.
Highlight. Well, I do too, but we would highlight. I don't do all the stuff. We would highlight, and we would have our Post-it notes, and then we would have the little.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Anyway.
100%.
How many pages this is going to be?
Oh, there's a good one. Let's put some cash. Let's do an over-under on that. 100%.
Over 450, under 450.
I think it's to be close around 450. I don't.
That's why I think they're good. Over under, Paul.
I want to say at.
It's going to be 450 pages. You're going to go with 450 exactly.
I want to be that guy.
You hearing this?
Yeah. They'll add one more page, so I lose my bet.
Over under. Because it's not going to be 450. If it's 450, you win off the bat. But
it'll be over because it needs clarity, and clarity is words. So I say it's going to be over. You?
Clarity isn't always words. Sometimes freaking too many words. I'm really good at it. Can take the clarity.
I believe that. Okay, good point.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
Gotcha. Anyway, and then the rest of the call was talking about the international trade loan. Always important, but boy, they're beating that dead horse. That's all I can say.
You got, again, I mean, we always wonder this. Whenever there's somebody that's beating a dead horse, right? It's because something's up the daggum horse that they're trying to tell you, right?
Not wrong. Yeah. Agreed.
So obviously, they're really wanting us to push the international. Guys, I love international trade loans. If you're not doing them, you're crazy, right? And I'm going to tell all you lenders out there, much of it is because of us. It's not because of the borrowers. They don't always know that they fit in the international trade space. They have no idea, especially if it's an indirect, right? And they're selling to somebody that's selling overseas. If you're not having these questions and getting really clear, right, with what international trade actually means and how you can work within it, you're doing yourself a disservice, because the program is there for a reason. So anyway, me and my little. All right.
Get off your soapbox, Tanya.
Nope. I am sitting on it right now.
Okay.
Sitting on it. All right. Well, do you have anything else this week, Paul?
No, it's kind of a soft news week.
A couple things though. Connect call.
Yeah, I talked about it.
Did you already say that it's not going to happen on the 12th?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even notice that. My bad. Yeah, the August 12th call has been postponed. And let me help you read between the lines on why that would be the case. I got to be careful. This is live to hundreds of people. I will bet you my pride, which frankly isn't worth that much, that the new SOP is going to be coming out by end of August, and that's why they're delaying it. That's my money.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to delay it 3 weeks or so?
So they can then have a connect call that goes over the new SOP.
Well, why can't they just have another connect call?
That's not how the SBA works. Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's my vote. Anyways, we'll see.
All right. We'll see if Paul's correct on this, guys. Put it in the
Paul's
comments
wrong
if you think
most
Paul
of the time,
is correct. Again. All right. Yeah. And then, you know what? Paul and I, we've kind of come to a determination that I think we're going to start doing these every other week versus weekly. We busy people. We busy. No. But let us know what you think about it. You know, as we go along, because we are always open, but we are going to go to every other week. So I guess 2 weeks.
Unless major news breaks, then we will do it.
Yeah.
But I think that, every 2 weeks, there were times like, during the 3 triple Ps, where every day something new. Well, that's we're not in that. And so I just think that would be good.
Changing is different, but for the time being,
100%.
News has been a little bit more sparse. So we just don't want to inundate you guys with our awesome personalities for no reason.
Right.
No? All right, guys. All right. So I guess I have to change this up. We are live on Tuesdays, every other or whenever or possibly or coming to you. Anyway, go check out Paul and I on our personal LinkedIn pages. Connect with us. Let us know if there's something that you want us to talk about, or if you have any questions. We would love to hear from you. It is how we stay connected. I guess other than that, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. He hates when I say thumbs down.
Don't
thumbs
you
up,
dare.
thumbs down if we're doing
it's too negative.
Who's got to put a thumbs down?
Now that you said that,
you gotta do it.
I know exactly the person who's going to do it.
I know plenty that probably think it, but usually we don't do that on LinkedIn.
True. Okay, fine.
Nice and positive with everybody, right?
Okay,
anyway,
fine.
Yeah. But anyway, we loved coming to you guys actually live, and so we're going to keep doing that. And yeah, I guess we will see you not next week, but in 2 weeks, unless of course something crazy comes down the line. So
like a new SOP.
Talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye.
That'd be fun. See you guys.